Crop production improvement. This approach includes different practices carried out by farmers to achieve higher standards of crop production. India is an agricultural based country, and the production practices include no cost production, low cost production, and high cost production. High cost production is based on improved high yield varieties, improving farming practices, modern technology, latest agricultural machine, and implements. The different practices which are included under crop production improvement are nutrient management, irrigation, and cropping patterns. First, let us learn about nutrient management. Like other organisms, plants also require some essential nutrients for their growth. These elements are called nutrients. There are 16 nutrients which are essential for plants. These are divided into two categories, macronutrients and micronutrients. So what are macronutrients? The macronutrients are the nutrients which are utilized by plants in large quantities. That is why they are known as macronutrients. For example, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, that is N, P, K, etc. So in exam it might be asked, why macronutrients are known as macronutrients? The answer is, since these nutrients are utilized by the plants in large quantities, so these nutrients are known as macronutrients. Now micronutrients, the essential elements which are used by plants in small quantities are known as micronutrients. For example, iron, manganese, boron, etc. All the nutrients are supplied to plants by air, water, and soil. From the table we can see that air supplies carbon and oxygen, water supplies hydrogen and oxygen, and soil supplies all the macro and micronutrients. 6 macronutrients are nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium, sulfur. 7 micronutrients are iron, manganese, boron, zinc, copper, molybdenum, chlorine. Now we will discuss the second aspect of nutrient management, that is manure and fertilizer. To meet the requirement of plant nutrients and essential organic matter in the soil, manures and fertilizers are added to the soil. What is meant by manure? Manure is a kind of natural fertilizer formed from decomposition of animal excreta and plant wastes. It mainly contains organic matter and some nutrients in small amounts. It helps in improving the soil structure by increasing the water holding capacity of the soil. We can get various types of manures. So various forms of manures are compost, vermicompost, and green manure. First, what is compost? The process in which animal excreta like cow dung, kitchen waste, or plant remains, waste food materials, sewage, etc. are decomposed in pits is known as composting. In the picture you can see some compostable items, all are biodegradable items. Now what is known as vermicomposting? Compost which is prepared by using earthworms to hasten the process of decomposition of plants and animals refuse is known as vermicompost. So next comes green manure. What is green manure? It is prepared by cultivating fast-growing green manures like green manure crops are sun, hemp, horse gram, guar, cowpea, and these are grown before sowing the seeds. The fast-growing crop is then plowed back under the soil. Now the soil is rich in green manure nutrients. Green manure enriches the soil with nitrogen, phosphorus as well as organic matter and provides protection against erosion. In the picture you can see some green manure crops which are grown and plowed in the soil. Green manure crops will decay and turn into manure. After that, the actual crop is grown in that soil, which needs much nitrogen, phosphorus to grow, and are provided, those nutrients are provided from the green manure. Now we should also learn about organic farming. What is known as organic farming? So organic farming means the farming system where we are using only the organic manures. No chemical will be used. Here biopesticides can be used or any kind of chemicals will not be used in case of pesticides, or any type of fertilizers will not also be used. So the farming practice which involves no use of artificial chemicals, fertilizers, pesticides and completely relies upon organic matter is known as organic farming. So organic farming uses healthy cropping system such as crop rotation, intercropping, mixed cropping. Organic matter used in organic farming are manures, biofertilizers, neem leaves and turmeric as biopesticides, and bioagents such as blue-green algae. Now come to fertilizers. You know that fertilizers are the chemicals and they are made in the factories. So fertilizers contain large amount of nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. And these fertilizers are easily absorbed by the plants since they are soluble in water. But it is costly. They provide large amount of nutrients and thus ensure better growth of the plants. But excessive use of fertilizers for a long period of time can damage soil fertility since they are made up of chemicals. So basic difference between manure and fertilizer is that manure is made up of organic matter and fertilizer is made up of chemicals. Manure should be used in large quantity, fertilizer should be used in precise quantity. Manure contains less nutrients compared to fertilizers. For better crop production, irrigation system is also important for the soil. What is irrigation? Irrigation is the process of supplying water to the crop plants. Most agriculture in India is dependent on timely monsoons and sufficient rainfall. However, the requirement of extra water is made through irrigation. Now, methods of irrigation. What are the methods which are used in irrigation? Firstly, wells, then canals, river lift system, rainwater harvesting, watershed management. So these are the methods we are using for irrigation. First, let us see wells. There are two types of wells which are used for irrigation, dug well and tube well. Dug well means here the water will be collected by bullock operated devices or by pumps and the water will be supplied to the soil. Tube well makes very deep underground water available for irrigation. Next method is the canal system. In the canal system, water from the main river or reservoir is carried by canals into the field, which is divided into branch canals. So the main canal will be very long and thick compared to the branch canals. In this picture, you can see the main canal is branched into many sub-canals. Next, river lift system. In this system, water is directly drawn from the river for irrigation and it is used where insufficient flow of canal can occur. Generally, river lift system can be used in case of the soil which is near to the river. Rainwater harvesting. It is another method of irrigation. In this method, rainwater is collected and recycled, and it is sent to the ground by digging canals. The last one is the watershed management. Small check dams are built up in watershed areas so that water can enter into the ground. Thus, we can reduce the flow of rainwater by preparing dams, and it will prevent soil erosion. Now we will learn about last aspect of crop production management, that is cropping pattern. What are the different cropping patterns generally farmers use? So different cropping patterns which are used to maximize the production from the crop field are mixed cropping, intercropping, and crop rotation. Mixed cropping. Growing two or more crops together on the same field of land is known as mixed cropping. Here the seeds of two or more varieties are mixed together and cultivated together. For example, wheat and gram can be grown together, or wheat and mustard, or groundnut and sunflower are grown together. Intercropping. In this system, two or more crops are grown on the same field but in definite set pattern. For example, first two rows of soybean, which is followed by next two rows of maize. Or bajra. Bajra can be followed by cowpea. Spraying of pesticides and fertilizers are easier in case of intercropping system, because here the plant which will need a specific fertilizer can be given that particular fertilizer. But in case of mixed cropping, same fertilizers have to be used for all the plants because the seeds are planted together, grown together. The last cropping pattern method is crop rotation. It is another effective method of better production of crops. In crop rotation process, one crop is grown first, and then in the second phase, another crop is grown in successive year or in the interval of 6 months duration. If same crop is grown again and again on the same piece of land, then the soil will be not sufficient in nutrients. So because same nutrients are extracted from the soil again and again, so the soil becomes less fertile. So to avoid this problem, we use this method. So what are the advantages of crop rotation? Number 1, soil fertility is maintained. Number 2, it controls pests and weeds. And number 3, several crops can be grown in succession, that is, one after another with only one soil preparation. So we don't have to prepare the soil again before planting the second crop. It's all about crop production management. So learn this topic nicely. Today I conclude here. Thank you.